All right, let's dive into this. So Neoshoalbrand is it's a deck we've been playing in Modern, so it's under the Modern decks on my website. So the core idea of this deck is you have Allosaurus Rider here, which you can find with Summoner's Pact. So you flip this thing into play, and then you use Neoform or Eldritch Evolution to turn Allosaurus Rider into Griselbrand. And then Griselbrand draws a bunch of cards. And in those cards, you're going to have Nourishing Shoal, another big green creatures to gain a bunch of life so you continue drawing through your entire deck. And then you use Elvish Spirit Guides, Simian Spirit Guides, Lotus Petals to cast Laboratory Maniac to eventually win the game by drawing when your deck's empty. So what do we gain from Legacy? Well, we gain Lotus Petal, like I mentioned. We got 4 copies of Ponder and a Brainstorm here as extra cantrips help us get set up. We get to play Land Grant, which lets us cheat on our land count while also being extra green cards to pitch to Allosaurus Rider, which is sweet. And then Legacy is Force of Will is very common in Legacy, so we also got 3 copies of Pact of Negation here in our main deck as well to help out, as well as some Xantid Swarms post-sideboard to help against decks with counterspells. So, still a meme deck. I don't know that this deck is going to be very good in Legacy. We've done really well the last couple times we played it in Modern, but Legacy has a lot of Force of Wills running around, so there's a good chance that we fail spectacularly, but hopefully it'll be spectacular at any rate. Yeah, Elvish Spirit Guide is actually a very subtle upgrade for this archetype because Summoner's Pact notably only fetches green creatures, so Summoner's Pact can grab Elvish Spirit Guide, whereas in Modern it cannot grab Simian Spirit Guide. So Summoner's Pact can be extra free mana on turn 1, which is a big deal. Hey, Robinson, thanks for the 20 months. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, I mean, when you draw your whole deck, you're going to have a bunch of Pact of Negations in your hand to protect the Laboratory Maniac, but generally speaking, you'll have enough life that you'll be able to, activate Griselbrand multiple times. So there's that, too. So if you, go to draw to win the game with Laboratory Maniac, and you, and they kill it in response, you just draw again in response. Which works out pretty well. We're getting a little bit of a late start this morning. So I will be running a little bit late today. So I just found a build that, what's his name had actually played. Andre Mangucci had played this configuration. So I went ahead and just took, always grab ideas from people who are smarter than you. So I took the list that Mangucci had started with. Figure out the sizing on this. That's probably good. I think this is probably a mulligan. There's no fast mana in it. Double Shoal kind of sucks. I don't have a way to get to an Allosaurus Rider. 1,000 bits if we kill someone with Grey Ogres. Sounds good. Can I bump Devoted Blade? You definitely can, Haskow. Thank you for the very generous tier 2 resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Hey, Erdian, thanks for the 15 months. Welcome back. So this hand... God, this hand's pretty bad too, right? So, I can land grant and cantrip, I guess. But... I guess this hand needs a mana source and an Allosaurus Rider is all that it needs. So is that reasonable to keep? Yeah, I guess one Ponder could get us there, huh? I'm gonna try and keep this. It obviously doesn't turn 1, but I think this is keepable. I'm doing all right. I had a late start because Jake was home sick. Jake was home sick from school. And Christy had a meeting she couldn't miss this morning. But I'm doing all right otherwise here. So, turn 3 seems like it's incredibly too slow, right? So I can put these back and draw Ponder, draw Pact, and then Ponder again next turn. That just seems much too slow. I'm gonna any order shuffle these. I don't know. Immediately redraw one of the 3 cards we put back on top. Yikes. Remember the person who said we get Wasteland and then cry? Thanks, Nivek. This is on your head, Nivek. This is your fault. Alright, I'm gonna concede. This might be a really fast league. This might be a really fast league. Yeah, someone asked about the quest mode thing. So the banner on the left side where it currently has a quest mode ad is going to scroll some others. That's the F2K banner. It's going to occupy a similar spot to where the Tempo Storm one had previously been. The quest mode thing itself, I haven't read all the details on it, but it seems kind of neat. It's basically a product where you can try out different mobile and desktop games if you create an account, and then by trying products that work through the quest mode, you can use it to get free subscriptions to Twitch channels or to tip various Twitch streamers. If that sounds like something you're interested in, check them out. There's a link to the quest mode thing in the stream panels down below. So part of the problem with this square box is that unlike the Tempo Storm one, the different ads, this is something I might talk to them about. The different ads in here are different sizes. So you can see like this GOG ad for Blasphemous here is a different dimension than like the quest mode is a different dimension than like the other square ad. So I can't really, I put it in an approximate spot, but the different ones are sized slightly differently. So this hand technically just needs a way to evolve the Allosaurus Rider, right? So this is again not a turn 1, but I think it's keepable. Stream is currently offline. Well, that's not the case. We've been up for about 10 minutes. Had a bit of a late start this morning. Oh no! All right. All right. Well, there's no danger of us 5-0ing, Donovan. And that's the rough part about these cantrips. It's like, do I keep these hand with cantrips, like assuming these cantrips are gonna get there, or like, am I supposed to mulligan aggressively, like we do with the modern variation? I think there's a good chance that we end up blowing through. Yeah, nothing wrong with Todd Anderson. I have no problems with him. My opponent cast the Chalice on 0. Is what happened. I would love to play first, thank you. Yeah, I can't keep this, right? Man, we're really bad at having evolutions in our opener so far today. Because, like, these are extra mana, but that extra mana goes away. So, like, if this doesn't draw a thing, our hand doesn't do anything. Alright, yeah, I guess I'm keeping this. I don't know the names of spoilers. So I've, like, been looking at cards, and I think I know what a lot of them do offhand, but If you wanna ask me like what, you wanna tell me the name of a card, ask me what it does, I definitely can't tell you. Thanks, Paula. Alright, so Summoner's Pact technically lets us do our thing next turn, right? So I'm gonna say no to shuffling, and then we'll pass back here. I drew the Eldritch Evolution as opposed to Summoner's Pact because this way I am insulated with Summoner's Pact against the discard spell next turn in case they have like a Thoughtseize or a Duress or something. Inquisition, etc. Dirty, dirty blue spells. Dirty blue spells. Yeah, I mean, that card doesn't really do anything, right, Little McNugget? Like, that's not an effect we're really looking for in anywhere. Like, a couple of people talked about that card in Modern, and it was just like, it doesn't do anything there, right? Look at that. There is a command for quest mode. God bless. God bless us, everyone. Does our opponent have nothing? I really like when my opponent has nothing. Alright, so I should probably cast the land grant to thin my deck, right? One thing I've not sorted out, unfortunately, that we're going to have to figure out at some point is MTG bot's going to overlap commands with the quest bot. But I've talked to the MTG bot people to try and help me get that figured out. Alright. So, again, comboing off here looks exactly like comboing off with modern Neoshoalbrand. I have another thing over here somewhere, right? Yes. I think there's another one over here. Alright, yep. Exile this, exile the worm. Hey, thanks for the half a year, Holy Guacamole Tacos. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So there's 12 cards left in my deck. We'll go ahead and shoal pitch this, and then we'll go ahead and shoal pitch another one, and then we'll cast Laboratory Maniac. I mean, our opponent got an entire turn here. I don't know why you would be upset as the opponent. They were given an entire turn to play Magic the Gathering, chat. I enjoyed myself. And again here, even if they have a bolt, not only do I have Pact of Negations, but I can also just, like, draw again in response to a removal spell here. Because I have 15 life. Yeah, this is Legacy. They should be thankful they even got to play a land date. That's the God's honest truth. Listen, you will take your one turn and you will like it. We've not had any turn one kill so far. This is actually our first game win with the deck. Alright, turn 1 Scalding Tarn. Do I just board in Xantid Swarm in the dark against turn 1 Scalding Tarn? I feel like I'm probably supposed to do that. This says when it attacks, the defending player can't cast any spells this turn. So basically, this is in our deck to help clear out, help stop them from counterspelling us. Could be Sneak and Show. It could be a lot of things. Like, so Scalding Tarn, I don't think Scalding Tarn's super indicative of any specific archetype, but I do think Scalding Tarn's probably indicative of, hey, they've got counterspells. Morning, Jack. Trim a couple of cantrips, trim a couple of Simian Spirit Guides. Yeah, so Storm plays Scalding Tarn on occasion. So, like, they could be Storm. Yeah, this deck's definitely more akin to Charbelcher as opposed to Spanish Inquisition, where, like, this deck's, like, pretty clearly gonna do its thing or not based on the opening hand. It's basically nifty Charbelcher, is a good way to describe it. This hand's pretty bad, right? Like, it's got 3 shoals in it. It's got an Allosaurus Rider, doesn't have any way to evolve it. So let's, like, play catch and release here. Yeah, this hand's a turn 1, right? Allosaurus Rider, pitch this, mana, Neoform. I mean, if they have a Force of Will, it's like, you know, we'll pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. Oh, you know what? I definitely should have played the Lotus Petal first, because they could have, like, bolted my thing. Don't daze me, bro. Don't daze me, bro. Don't daze me, bro. Are we getting Pyroblasted? Are we getting Pyroblasted, chat? Oh, no! Oh, no! They found our one weakness! They found interaction! Oh, no! Not my one weakness. Not interaction. So you had a snow-covered mountain and a pyroblast. Bloodstained Mire is more telling than anything. Alright, so on the play for this game, I'm gonna put my extra mana monkeys back in, just like YOLO. So they've shown us basic mountain, Bloodstained Mire, Scalding Tarn, and then Pyroblast. I still don't know what exactly that's indicative of. Would this deck be more reasonable amount if they just banned Neoform? Nah, they should just ban Simian Spirit Guide Modern. This style of deck should not be Modern legal. It's obnoxious and offensive. Let's call a spade a spade. This deck is obnoxious and offensive in Modern. In Legacy, this deck is like par for the course. It's fine. They could just be playing a Snow Mountain to be cheeky. Some kind of Grixis control is probably likely. Yeah, some kind of 4-color pile. I think like some kind of 4-color pile is probably realistic. The Bloodstained Mire is the one that really throws me for a loop. Joyous Potato, thank you for the 20 months of Twitch Prime support. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. This hand technically only needs an Allosaurus Rider, right? So I think I keep it with 2 lands cantrip. Perfect. So, with the Xantid Swarm, do I, like, wait till turn 3 to do it? I probably wait till turn 3, right? Buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz. Plateau? Plateau? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Oh, are they Painter? I think you're right. That's a good read. Yeah, they're gonna play like Talia or something next turn, or Chalice, and we're gonna be sad. You think we've been bamboozled? I think I was supposed to just YOLO it this turn. Oh no! Oh no! We gave them a second turn, chat! Why did we give them a second turn? Wasn't YOLO the answer? YOLO is always the answer, chat. YOLO is always the answer. We slowed down and got interactive. And now we will pay for our hubris. We will pay for our hubris. Oh, we can beat a Blood Moon. We could totally beat a Blood Moon. Yeah, there's a Pact on top of our deck. Alright, new rule. From now on, the answer is always go for it. Moto knows some serious stuff's about to go down, so it decided to crash. Alright. Sponsor screen. Hold on a moment. Man, let me tell you, the sponsors really love Magic Online. Magic Online is the sponsor's favorite product. Let's reload here. These people are great. Buy their stuff. These people also great. Buy their stuff. Moto knows dramatic timing. Thanks for the 23 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Xantid Swarm trigger too strong. Alright, so Summoner's Pact cast. We go get an Elvish Spirit Guide here, so we have 2 green. Then we go Allosaurus Rider, exiling 2 green cards. I think I'm supposed we have to pitch Wurm and Shoal, right? Feels a little bit bad to exile those, but definitely need to put a pig into play this turn. We could brick off. Remember, there's no guarantees, especially because we're down a Shoal. Oh, we have cantrips in this deck too. God, that's good. Gosh, that's good. Alright, so Shoal. Did I draw a Summoner's Pact? I did draw a Summoner's Pact. So we packed for the other Autochthon Wurm, whatever this worm is called. And we exile this, gain a bunch of life. Draw some cards. Do we hit Noxious Revival? Did I put Noxious in the board? I might have sideboarded out the Noxious. I did not. Alright. Hey, look. Another Shoal. So we'll Shoal. Exiling this. Go to 14. And then we'll Noxious. Put the Shoal back on top of my deck. I'll draw 7 again. Then we'll Shoal, exile this, and then we'll Shoal, exile another 7-drop from somewhere over here. And we get to go, we get to do this, and this, and a Laboratory Maniac. Draw some cards. Draw some cards. Look at that. Look at that. Got an entire match win. When you're good, eh? When you're good, you're good. Was not bad. They almost had 3 turns. It was our mistake too. We should have just YOLO'd it on turn 2. We should have just YOLO'd it on turn 2. Yeah, the quest mode is one of the sponsors that we picked up through the F2K partnership, Fade to Karma partnership. So they offer, it's basically a service where you can sign up and try out various mobile games and desktop applications to get credit that you can use to subscribe or tip Twitch streamers. You can use that to subscribe to any streamer who has the quest mode enabled. We're on the draw, but this hand turn 1s, right? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, they do actually have a promo for Arena right now. They do have a promo for Arena right now. All right, if they don't have a force, we beat Daze here. We beat Daze by a lot. I would like 1 pig, please. Oh, no. Oh. Why do you hate fun, opponent? What did fun ever do to you? What did fun ever do to you? Oh, keep the pact to pact for Wurm. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I think that's a good suggestion, Nivik. Force of will is cheating. Ain't that the truth, Bob? Thanks for the 33 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, I think it's just like 2 Spirit Guides, Ponder, Brainstorm out, bring in these Xantid Swarms. As much as I just want to YOLO all the time. Unbanned Twin. Hopefully you will live long enough to see your username change. Thank you for the 20 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I think Xantid Swarm's better than Veil of Summer. I don't know. That could be up for debate. That could be up for debate. I am not changing it when the big day comes. Never forget. Fair. Noxious Revival and Maniac in the opener both really suck. Gosh, this hand's pretty bad too, huh? Yeah, this is definitely a keep. I'm gonna bottom these 2, I think. Yep, yeah, I've signed on with Fate to Karma. Our first day with them. God, Moto is just not happy with Legacy this morning. Moto's just like, Jeff, this is not the format you usually play. It doesn't know how to handle the swarm. Yep. So on the day-to-day, the only thing that'll be different with the Fade to Karma partnership is I do need to run 2 minutes of Twitch ads per hour. But that volume is much lower than what I split with Tempo Storm over, so I think that's more than fine. That's why I agreed to it. So my plan for people who are non-subs, because subs don't see Twitch ads on my channel, but for non-subs, my plan is to just take a 2-minute break per hour, which is probably something I should have been doing anyways, so it'll kind of just force me to do something that I should have been doing. Tempo Storm wanted me to run 6 minutes per hour. Yeah, bathroom break, walk around a little bit, grab something from the fridge, etc. More importantly, a 2-minute break, like, I want it to overlap content with that. Like, at 6 minutes, ads just have to overlap content. How much more Legacy Day? This is match 3 with this deck. Just loop the Vegetable Man for 2 minutes for the subs. Yeah, something like that. All right, so yeah, these are awful, right? I'm looking for a way to evolve the Allosaurus Rider, so any order shuffle here. I don't even understand how teams profit from us running ads. So, a lot of the teams have agreements with Twitch, and part of their agreements with Twitch, I believe, dictates some number of ads per hour. If my understanding is correct. A microwave cam? Yeah. Well, I don't really need to microwave something every hour. Plus live TV. People watch live TV? That's so weird to me. You've surgicaled my ponder. Sports. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't do sports. I've been told from people who do watch sports that generally speaking, trying to watch live sporting events on streaming services tends to suck. Alright, we just need an evolution or a neoform. Noxious Revival, that doesn't do anything, right? I think I'm just supposed to gain 7 here, right? So that way I don't die to a bolt next turn. Rude. The Wasteland's good here because it actually prevents, the Wasteland prevents, what's it called? Eldritch Evolution from being a live draw here. So now I have to draw exactly Neoform. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and concede. They get to flashback Surgical to Dreadhorde Arcanist on Nourishing Shoal next turn. So, mulliganed a little bit there. Had the Xantid Swarm to, like, disrupt their disruption, but then just never found one of our 8 ways to evolve. That's castable. Thanks for the 13 months, Beaks. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Happy Friday, folks. Welcome to the weekend. I think I'm taking this weekend off. I think I did stuff like the last 2 weekends, so We're having a game night tomorrow night, so that should be fun. I think Shardless Agent can ever be in Modern. Yeah, I think Shardless Agent is fine for Modern. Yeah, this hand turn one's them, right? Oh, no, this hand's a mana short, actually, right? So if I do this... Yeah, I need another green card. That's unfortunate. If this was a green card, we'd have put Griselbrand into play here. Because if I pitch these to this, I only have 2 mana. So if this had been a green card, if this needed to be a green card, a fast mana, or this needed to be a Neoform. Alright, perfect. So we do this, pitching these. I would like this little pig. Bum ba dum ba dum ba da 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 da. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum. Did I really just brick on a shoal there? I think I bricked on a shoal, huh? Yeah, so I'm gonna start with Manamorphose. Yeah, we have cantrips, so we're not dead. We're not done comboing. So yeah, we got a bunch of looks here. Durka was checking your black green Octoc list and graveyard. You still have 4 Leyline in the side. I think Leyline in the side is fine. I think that archetype can be tuned to beat a lot of different things. I think Dredge is still a deck people play. The good news is if we brick here, we still have a Griselbrand in play, right? That's pretty unfortunate. Oh, you know what? I messed up here a little bit. I could have so my mistake was I could have pitched this when I Manamorphosed, and then I would have been able to cast a 3rd blue cantrip this turn, right? Yeah, definitely messed that up. Vapor Stag incoming, something like that. Oh, you know, I should probably keep the extra land in case they wasteland me. Yep, yeah, the fact they didn't pack means our opponent needs to kill us or remove the Griselbrand. Opponent also just sitting there spinning their tires, so that's nice. So we get to hit them with the Griselbrand and then draw 7, ponder Brainstorm. So you'd see 14 cards out of 33 here. And there's 4 shoals and 33 cards. So good chance we see a shoal this turn. Alley-oop. We're gonna be careful not to misclick here. Did I have a Summoner's Pact here somewhere? I do not. Alright, there's another worm. Exile this. Hey, Zanman, thanks for the 13 months of support there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. So we didn't draw what's his name, right? But I have cantrips to find him. Where's my Laboratory Maniac? Where my Maniac at? There he is. Yeah, we could evolution into him too. That's definitely legal play. Summoner's Pact only finds green creatures. Yeah, but evolution into him works as well. Got him good. Yeah, I believe you're far from the first one, Forget Freeman, and you're gonna be far from the last to suggest that. All right, so I think the plan again here is just the same as these other blue decks. I'm gonna cut 2 cantrips and 2 spirit guides for Xantid Swarm, especially on the draw. Yeah, Pack for Vizier was a meme at one point. This hand doesn't have evolution at rates. Pretty easy mulligan. Yikes. Yikes. These hands have not been good. Alright, yeah, I guess this is keepable, right? We like throw this back. Throw this back. I have Xantid Swarm plus Ponder. So this hand needs a lot. But it's the best of the 3 we saw. Hey, Too Much Dog. Thank you for the 7 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Sneak and Show here. Smells like Sneak and Show. Which probably means I would like to draw a Griselbrand. I don't really want these, right? I'm just looking for an evolution at this point, or a Neoform. Yeah, I feel like, and obviously our sample size is small here at the moment, but like, I feel like our deck hasn't been meaningfully more consistent than the modern version. So they put Omniscience into play here, and then Omniscience puts Narset into play. You're a monster. You're a monster. What's going on, Mr. Bips? Just the fairest of Magic the Gatherings this morning. Narset, for those not familiar, Narset says we only get to draw 1 card per turn, which is just rude. Just rude. Yeah, we can attack Narset. So Narset looks at 4 cards, so the probability of our opponent not winning the game from that position is incredibly low. I don't have a generic ban list. We have certain decks I ask for more money to play than others. So if I bottom this, I have this Ponder. I'm gonna keep. I need a mana. I guess I need 2 green cards too. Yeah, I don't know. I've not. This deck's not been impressive so far. I think a Ponder unban would break Modern. I don't think unbanning Ponder would break Modern, but I also don't think unbanning Ponder is good for Modern. I think in general, powerful cantrips are tedious and create overly redundant gameplay patterns. One of the reasons I play Magic instead of a game like chess or Go, where things are predictable, is because I want variety in my gameplay. And like watching people, like Legacy, while it has some interesting parts to it, watching people sit here and resolve cantrips for the most part gets tedious after a while to me. And don't get me wrong, I know that there's people that's all they want to do in Magic is like sit there and resolve cantrips, and like more power to you. But from my personal perspective, I think it's a negative on average as opposed to a positive. Stream is current. Twitch must be having some issues this morning because my Twitch dashboard says I've been live for 18 minutes, and we've definitely been live for 52 minutes. Y'all see me, right? Nope, can't see me. Tilt. All right. Do we YOLO from here? If I hit a mana source, I can go off, right? Feel like a YOLO from here. All right, sweet. So we beat one counter spell. We don't beat Flusterstorm or 2 counter spells. There's a good chance they disrupt us from here. I would like 1 piggy, please. And this little piggy would like to go wee all the way home. This deck's much worse in Legacy than it is in Modern. There's so many more counter spells in Modern, or in Legacy than in Modern. Yikes! All right, we're 1-3. We're gonna see if we can salvage here with a 2-3. Before we do that, I'm gonna take a quick break. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Don't go anywhere. Got plenty more Magic coming up today. I'm leaving and you can't stop me. Yeah, subs still have an ad shield in place. So subscribers should never see ads on my channel. If you are subbed and you see an advertisement, a Twitch advertisement, you should not. Obviously, you're gonna see this guy and my little ticker in the corner. But my plan is to not do content during the 2 minutes. The 2 minutes of ads I need to run per hour, and I think that's fine. I'm like, just have a little daddy and sub time for 2 minutes an hour. It's not bad. It's not the worst. One other thing that we could talk about, I think I mentioned this on stream at some point. I'm gonna talk about this in general too. But my oldest son joined Cub Scouts because he's in kindergarten now, and they're selling popcorn. So one of one of the things I'm going to be doing to encourage people to maybe support my subs Cub Scout pack is if you use my kid's online link to buy some popcorn with his code, you can add a deck to the deck queue for whatever you spend on popcorn. Or they do coffee and candy too. So if you were gonna donate $30 or more to get a deck played, maybe go buy some popcorn or candy or something and get a deck and a treat. That's a deal. So I'm donating some of my time to encourage you to go. It is a little bit expensive because it's mostly a donation, but I'm giving you a deck queue point too. So you can double dip. So if you're gonna deck queue something anyways, go get a treat. A deck and a treat, exactly. Someone said I think it's 3 or 4 weeks that you have that'll be open for. I can confirm. I need to ask my wife. It's a few weeks at least. So you just use this link and you make sure you put in this B67AOE code when you do. Hey, Tim Jackson, thanks for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. It's a movie. It's a dinner, a treat, and a show. So Jeff, you're basically donating a portion of your revenue without actually controlling how much. Yeah, to a degree, Dale. It's a show with a treat. Yep. All right, let's dive into our last match here with our Neoshoalbrand deck. Yeah, it not only supports Jake, but the money that they raise from selling that stuff goes to the entire pack for kids to be able to do activities, camping, and stuff like that. What's the best popcorn to get? I like the cheddar and the chocolate. Christy's actually picking some up tomorrow, so I can have some to eat on stream. Hey, Bebop, thank you for the half a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Wow, Dub's Griselbrand in the opener is unfortunate. Cashew Thunder sounds like a bad porn film. It really does, doesn't it? This is a turn 1, right? Not quite. I need another green card. So I'm going to keep this. We're on the draw. If we draw a green card, we... am I short 2 green cards, actually? God, this deck has not felt meaningfully more consistent in Legacy versus what's it called? All right, so if I do this... oh, that works, right? Because I packed... all right, yeah, so this is good. So we packed... we Allosaurus Rider... we Rider pitch these Neoform. Yeah, so we needed a fast mana or a green card there. Yeah, build around submissions are good. Build around submissions are good. Hey, guess what? Guess what, chat? My opponent's deck doesn't have counter spells in it, chat. Guess what, chat? Their deck doesn't have counter spells, chat. Isn't it adorable? It's a legacy deck without counter spells. Who's a cute little legacy deck? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So, as someone in chat pointed out, they do have discard spells, so we're gonna board in these 4 copies of Leyline of Sanctity here. We'll go ahead and trim a Spirit Guide, the Pact of Negations. Welcome to Legacy. Enjoy your stay. The opponent's deck is like an adorable metagame deck that's like good against the blue decks, and we just like show up with our Charbelcher adjacent deck, and we're just like, yo, dog, heard you didn't want to register islands in Legacy. Welcome to Thunderdome. Welcome to the Dome of Thunder. Whoa, whoa, How's Legacy going? This deck is very bad in this format. It's not meaningfully more consistent and there's more disruption. We're having a good time though. And really that's the important part. We're having a good time. This hand does not have a Leyline in it. It has Griselbrand in the opener, and it can't turn 1 combo, so pretty easy mulligan here. Leyline of Sanctity doesn't feel better than Belcher. Maybe Belcher is pretty bad too, to be fair. So this hand has Leyline. It has a land and a cantrip, but it doesn't have a lot of green cards in it, and it doesn't have... I think I'm supposed to play Catch and Release again here. This hand's actually excellent, so we're gonna keep. We're gonna bottom this. We're gonna bottom this. We're gonna put this into play. So this hand just needs a couple of green cards and a mana source. Maybe I'm supposed to keep... Maybe I'm supposed to keep... Oh, no! Oh, no, not Pithing Needle! They found our one weakness, chat. Interaction. Oh, no! This deck is so much worse in this format. It's kind of funny. Couldn't we just attack? Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Muddle the purity. Imagine attacking in Legacy. These are a few of my favorite things. Do 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 do. Caracas is good against us too. Yeah, that's true. This hand is good, right? We just need to find a Neoform. And we have a land and a ponder. Yeah, they're modern legal, they're just not cards that people play. Yep. Your move, Yugi boy. This is all we got. Do 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 do. Beep do 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 do. Beep do 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 do. Do 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 do. Can I use my September re-up for the build around? Yeah, tier 3s can you submit it through the form for me, Nivik, so I remember to add it later? Please, and thank you. But yeah, tier 3 subs can do standard build arounds. Does anybody, can you believe that we beat both the non-blue decks we played against and we lost to the 3 blue decks we played against? What a world. Who'da thought? That's completely crazy. I don't believe it for a second, Jeff. Do I have? Yes, I thought I had. I thought there was a Laboratory Maniac hanging out here somewhere. My opponent is conceded. All right, I'm gonna be happy with a 2-3. I don't think I'd play this deck again in Legacy. I think I'd love to play it again in Modern at some point, but Legacy, the Legacy cards in this deck did not feel like they made it meaningfully more consistent. And the amount of more consistent that they added did not offset the volume of extra interaction there is in the format. Because unlike Modern, where these kind of spell-based combo decks are a little bit less of the norm, this deck and decks like it tend to be a little bit more common in Legacies. There's more disruption. It was fun. I like this archetype in general. I'll definitely run this back in Modern if anybody wants, and I'm glad we tried it in Legacy. And remember, if you missed it, it'll be up on the YouTube channel later, as always, but I think we're going to go ahead and roll on into some Modern here now.